Alright, this is a video to talk about my chess AI. Last time I made a video about this, I was playing the terminal. Now it can play online on Lichess. Just to demonstrate a game for you, I'm going to challenge it. Let's make it just a 2+1 casual random colors. You can see what the bot is thinking over here. So as I play e2, e4, you can see as it goes through more iterations what its evaluation is. These are centipawns. And the way it prints out the board isn't too accurate, but this is the evaluation in centipawns, and these are the moves that it thinks are best, and this number over here is how deep it's going. So first at depth 0, it thought b8 c6 was a good move. Now here it thinks g8 f6 is a good move. I'll push that. These commands are set time because that's deciding how much time to give to the bot to take this turn. I think right now I just have it taking 5% of its total time, which isn't like, it's not the most brilliant way of doing it, but it's a pretty nice way of just seeing that it never uses up all of its time. As you can probably see, this thing is not too good at the opening. It still has the same issue which it had before, which is that it doesn't really see itself getting too much of an advantage in the opening, so its opening moves are almost random. But it gets a lot stronger later on in the game, and stronger than I am. So yeah, I guess we'll just play this until I probably lose. It's still mostly looking at piece difference for its evaluation, except it does see yourself in a better position if you have more pieces closer to the other side of the board, which makes some sort of intuitive sense, because if you're white and you have all your pieces up there next to the black side of the board, that means that you have sort of more control over the board. And typically, this is how games against my AI go. I usually do pretty well right up until we get into a position where it's not exactly the opening anymore and the bot is able to see more opportunities for itself. At which point it just beats me because it can think faster and better than I can. That's not a good move. Okay. Let's yeah, as we can see, the bot thinks itself is winning right now, which makes sense because it does have a lot more control over the boards than I do. How can I stop the spawn? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do here. Oh, I'm running out of time. See, the bot sort of reached a bit of a steady state where it's taking the amount of time that has left is pretty close to the increment. Sorry, the amount of time that it takes every turn is pretty close to the increment, which is how that goes. So another advantage for me of putting this bot on Lichess is that I can challenge other bots and other players, so I get a more diverse set of games, whereas previously I could only play my bot against previous versions of this bot. I don't see myself winning this. There's no, I don't see myself being able to draw this because there's nothing I could really do to stop this from being queen. The bot is generally fine in positions like this where it has. Oh, I ran out of time. It was only a few moves away from me. The bot's generally fine in positions like this where it can get that huge advantage because when it has a huge advantage, it can find itself a mate in 3 or so. But if the bot is if it's in a position where it only has like a rook and a king left, it cannot figure out that checkmate if you just keep your king close to the center of the board because it can't exactly figure out the moves that it takes to bring your king to the edge of the board to get that like mate in 2 that I can actually see. So that's also something I need to take into account. Maybe I should add in like where the king is as some sort of reference, because if your king is closer to your side of the board, that could be considered better. So the bot could see some advantage in like pushing my king all the way up until it can see the mate in 3. But yeah,